Now on Coast TV News.
We're seeing milder conditions this morning, some patchy drizzle, even some fog, and that trend continues much of your Friday. More showers Saturday with a cold front, then a much nicer Sunday on the way. Details coming up.
Since pot debate, details about a possible ordinance that could involve prohibiting marijuana businesses within the town limits. Bethany Beach police chase, details about the incident that shut down Coastal Highway for multiple hours. And remembering the lives lost on September 11th, while Ocean City is preparing to commemorate the 23rd anniversary of the World Trade Center attacks.
This is Coast TV News Today.
Good morning, I'm Elisa Weber, and thank you for being up with us during our 6 o'clock hour. We're now going to bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahey. And Bob, today you're saying it's a little bit muggy. Is it going to be like a little bit humid today? I have to know for my hair, obviously. No, I'm just kidding. But you said it might not be the best beach day today.
Yeah, not the best beach day and maybe not the best hair day either, Lisa. Good morning to you. Good morning, Delmarva. Yeah, you know, the higher humidity tends to poof out the hair a little bit, and we could be having that today. We've also been dealing with areas of some fog. 9 miles visibility in Salisbury right now. You had it lower than that earlier in some fog. 10 miles in Georgetown and Ocean City, and some patchy drizzle as well. Temperatures into the upper 60s along the coast with mid 60s at the beaches right now. And our winds still coming off the ocean out of the northeast, a little gustier along the beaches and not as strong inland. Tough to see on the satellite picture, but we have the low clouds. Watch out for areas of patchy drizzle. There's a storm system well offshore, and that is pushing some moisture our way. So low clouds, a little bit of fog, some drizzle, especially along the coast this morning. You can see some of that green showing up on the map on Futurecast. We'll see some breaks in the overcast too by 3 o'clock. Upper 70s inland, a little cooler at the beaches, a little misty at times as well. UV index today sponsored by Ocean City. It's high to 7. Burn time is 15 minutes. So that September sun still on the strong side. That number dips a little bit Saturday. Then we're into the very high range Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So be extra careful in the sun at that time.
1 ignition and liftoff of Falcon 9. Go NROL 113.
As you just saw, SpaceX launched a Falcon 9 rocket on national security mission on Thursday night from California. It is carrying an undisclosed number of Starshield satellites from the U.S. National Reconnaissance Office. And the spacecraft makes up the third batch of what the NRO calls its proliferated architecture. The NRO plans to launch about 6 missions from this constellation in 2024. And marijuana has been legal in Delaware for months, but many towns are banning it, and Milton might be the next to do so. The council is expected to vote on an ordinance on Monday, and it would ban marijuana businesses in town limits, including the cultivation, manufacturing, and testing facilities, as well as retail marijuana stores. People we spoke with in Milton say there's no place for this in these towns.
I don't think it should be in those towns. I think, you know, if it's in one main big city here, that would be better, because then people could just drive there, get it. The businesses would flourish there, but to have it here, I don't see a place for it.
Milton would join Rehoboth Beach and Dewey Beach in banning marijuana stores, and that's just to name a few. But now let's take a look at where other towns and cities in Sussex County stand. Lewis has discussed potential marijuana bans, but nothing has passed yet. Rehoboth Beach, Dewey Beach, Fenwick Island, South Bethany, and Bethany Beach have all passed marijuana bans. And to see thoughts on the rest of Sussex County, you can go to CoastTV.com. And this brings us now to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how do you think marijuana businesses will affect Milton? And so far, about 54% of you say that it will boost the economy, while about 32% say it could increase crime. And if you haven't voted yet, you still can do so at CoastTV.com or on the mobile app. And happening today, the anticipated Museum of Ocean City will host a ribbon cutting. This building was once a bank and is now a 2-story museum with exhibits on the first floor and a research library on the second. The exhibits will include information about the history of downtown OC and how the restaurants and hotels impacted coastal life in the town. According to the museum, only one exhibit will be available for visitors now, and people will have to wait until January 2025 for the full experience. The ribbon cutting will take place at noon, and you can find more on CoastTV.com. And also happening today, Ocean City will commemorate the 23rd anniversary of the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Here's a video of crews setting up the twin remembrance beams of light. The official lighting ceremony will begin at 8 p.m. and the beams will shine until September 12th. Some visitors saw the beams being tested over the weekend, and the ceremony will be held at the Firefighters Memorial on the OC Boardwalk. And New York is also preparing to honor the lives lost on that tragic day. You can see right now on your screen the 9/11 tribute and light being tested. The installation consists of 2 beams of light that reach up to 4 miles in the sky, symbolizing the Twin Towers that once stood at the World Trade Center. And Georgetown firefighters and the community participated in a 5K yesterday to honor Thomas Berry III, who tragically died last month while trying to help a driver in a car accident. The department shared this photo on social media saying, "The Brotherhood was a testament to your volunteers by proudly supporting and participating in a 5K and a 1-mile walk in honor of our fallen brother Thomas Berry III, who was taken from us all too soon." Delaware Treasurer Colleen Davis has announced the distribution of this year's Aspire 529 awards. If you didn't know, Aspire 529 is a program for youth in or aging out of the foster care system to help them pay for expenses related to higher education. One of this year's recipients is from Sussex County, and the money will be used for expenses including transportation to school, supplies, housing, and child care. And Delaware State Police are providing an update about a police chase in Bethany Beach Thursday morning. If you take a look at your screen, this was the scene from our Coast Copter on the northbound side of Route 1 at the Pennsylvania Avenue intersection. According to police, a Bethany Beach officer saw a red Honda Accord break the law and they tried to pull them over. But the Honda made a U-turn and police then lost sight of the car. The chase was called off for safety reasons but later led to a crash. And now police are saying the driver was an 18-year-old from Millsboro, and they say he lost control, crossed a median, and collided head-on with a Ford Transit van. The van's driver, a 60-year-old man from Frankfort, was taken to the hospital with minor injuries, and the 18-year-old was airlifted with serious injuries, and charges against him are pending. And Delaware State Police will continue to investigate another car accident that had first responders on the scene Laurel Thursday morning. As you can see on your screen, the crash involved a white van crashing into a tree and trapping the driver's side. Laurel and Blades Fire Departments, as well as Sussex County EMS, worked for about 25 minutes to free the driver. That patient was airlifted to the hospital. And with just over 8 weeks until Election Day, the 2 candidates vying for president are sharpening their rhetoric, hitting the campaign trail, and honing their debate strategy. All eyes will be on the nominees Tuesday night as they battle it out in the city of brotherly love. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us the candidates are looking to sway voters.
In the race for the White House, both campaigns are playing defense this week. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz downplaying online comments from his own brother, a Republican who criticized the Democrats' policies.
All of you know, I need to talk to my relatives too. Trust me on this. Nothing makes you more Midwestern than having your family be on this stuff.
On the campaign trail, U.S. Senator J.D. Vance working to distance former President Trump from Project 2025, a 900-page conservative policy playbook that Democrats warn would expand presidential power and reduce certain public services if implemented.
Donald Trump will set the Trump 47 agenda. Donald Trump will set the January 20th, 2025 agenda. No one else will do it. Don't believe the lies.
The former president laying out parts of his economic vision, which include creating a commission to cut government waste, a plan backed by billionaire Elon Musk.
Elon, because he's not very busy, has agreed to head that task force.
Vice President Harris spending time off the campaign trail to focus on debate prep.
The vice president is going to come to the debate ready to talk about the choice in the election, the choice between his economic vision and her economic vision. Trickle down and big corporations and big billionaires getting tax cuts, help for small business and working people.
Harris and Trump will defend their policies and make their case to the American people on the debate stage Tuesday. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
There's a lot at stake in Tuesday's debate. It's the first face-off between Harris and Trump, and it's currently the only presidential debate scheduled between the two. All this comes as President Biden heads to Wilmington this weekend. We are just getting started here on CoastTV News today. Coming up, making Milton catchy. We'll tell you about the ideas for the town's tagline officials are currently considering. And the Delaware House District 14 race is heating up. We'll give you a preview of the race and tell you what you need to know ahead of Election Day. Delaware DUI checkpoints will tell you where you can expect an increased police presence today. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
This is my legacy.
Tacoma has a dominant legacy as America's favorite small pickup for almost 2 decades. Known for reliability and capability. Now buy a Tacoma with low 4.99 APR or lease an SR for $279 a month.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
Delaware needs campaign finance reform like HB 292. So why is Bethany Hall Long silent? Maybe because she broke the law. An investigation by a former FBI chief confirms Hall Long paid herself nearly $300,000 from her campaign, then falsified records and lied about doing an audit. Tell Bethany Hall Long to support Campaign Finance Reform Bill HB 292. Paid for by Change Can't Wait PAC. Learn more about Change Can't Wait PAC at elections.delaware.gov.
Windsor Teak Furniture, Fenwick Island offers the world's best outdoor extension tables with 10 different versions in stock. Tables come with 2 built-in butterfly leaves that could create 3 different sized tables and allows you to open and close in 10 seconds. Tables starting at 66 inches up to 138 inches long and could seat from 6 to 16 people. We have a table for you. Drop by our showroom and smell the teak, or check us out at windsorteakfurniture.com, and remember, teak lasts a lifetime.
I think it's finally time. Time for what? Lord Kuiper LVP domination. They definitely need Kuiper in Australia.
Whoa. I love the enthusiasm, but let's start a little closer at home. I think I have some friends in Salisbury that can help us out. Instead.
This will do for now.
Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville, and now Salisbury under one roof with that cabinet store and Imperial Granite. The Salisbury Design Center, the perfect team for your design dreams.
6:12 on our Friday morning. Low clouds, maybe a little bit of patchy drizzle on our boardwalk cam right now in Rehoboth Beach. Some folks out and about on the boardwalk. Maybe a little misty out there. Sun's up in about 20 minutes. Some of us probably not going to see it. We've had limited visibility in Salisbury earlier in some fog, so watch out for that. Otherwise, we have temperature 60s to right around 70 degrees at the beaches. It is a little breezier at the beach. We do have the low clouds, a little misty out there, and some light rain and drizzle for the coast today, so be extra careful around the kiddos this morning with fog and drizzle. 67 degrees. When you see that little stop sign on the bus, better stop. Heading home, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies and 76.
Thank you, Bob. And Georgetown officials are working on a plan to finance a new police station and public works building. According to the town, they want to borrow about $18 million for the project. And Georgetown wants to hear your thoughts on this. There will be 3 different information sessions for the public to attend this month. The first will be held tomorrow, September 7th at 10 a.m. at the Town Hall. And happening today, the Delaware Office of Highway Safety and State Police are cracking down on drunk driving as summer comes to a close. Officials say there will be checkpoints in the Milford area. And checkpoints actually stopped during the COVID-19 pandemic, but the state has brought them back to hopefully reduce drunk driving fatalities and serious injury crashes. And the Department of Transportation has launched a formal investigation into those frequent flyer programs of American, Delta, Southwest, and United Airlines. The airline executives were asked to provide data and information on how passengers can acquire and spend frequent flyer miles. The department's probe will focus on how customers are affected by the devaluation of earned points, extra fees, hidden pricing, and reduced choices. And 7-Eleven has rejected a multi-billion-dollar offer to merge with Circle K. The 7-Eleven chain indicated the $3 billion bid from the Canadian owner of Circle K convenience store was too low, and that its global business was worth more. Analysts had previously said the combined entity would have controlled nearly a fifth of U.S. convenience store markets. And still ahead, the Delaware House District 14 race is heating up. We'll tell you about some of the tension within the race and when early voting wraps up in the state.
Looking a little gloomy on our Tyndall's Casual Furniture cam in Laurel with the low clouds, a little bit of drizzle out there. It is warmer this morning, a little more humidity, more clouds and patchy drizzle today, especially at the coast. Then some showers Saturday, Sunday looking excellent but cooler. I'll have your forecast details in 2 minutes.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app today.
When choosing a granite countertop, choose one for real life and beauty. No matter what life throws at them, they'll look beautiful forever. Ancient Art Stone invites you to discover the affordability of granite and upgrade your home to the beautiful works of art from Ancient Art Stone. Centrally located in Milford, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva to make your dreams a reality. Visit us and allow our devoted professionals to craft, fabricate, and install a superior finished product that will transform your home into a work of art.
Foul odors, discolored water, are you running out of hot water more quickly? These are all signs of sediment buildup in your water heater. And as the buildup becomes more severe, it can even cause a premature tank failure. Flushing the tank periodically can prevent these problems. FH Fur has you covered. Get a water heater flush for $49. That's right, a complete water heater flush for only $49. Act now and get a plumbing inspection free.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
No strangers here, just friends you've not met yet. With an outside patio and inside charm, Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Milton is a local's favorite on the banks of the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Lewis, gorgeous views, free parking, and the best happy hour at the beach, with room for everyone. And for a truly special event, go no further than the Lewis Room at Irish Eyes. The panoramic views, in-house chef, and professional team will make it easy to plan your next event. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote. The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
It is now 6:17. We're going to take a look at that Lewis Bridge. And now the sun, it's starting to come up a little bit. It's getting a little blue out there, Bob. But Bob, you were saying tomorrow it's going to be a rainy Saturday. So if this ruins some people's outdoor plans, there's a shore living expo I heard about that I think they could attend.
Yeah, you bring the activities indoors, Elisa. Yeah, I think we are looking at some showers tomorrow. Won't be a washout. We have the Shore Living Expo beginning at 10 o'clock tomorrow. The Wicomico Youth and Civic Center, crafts, vendors, demonstrations, giveaways. I'll be there. Elisa will be there. We'll be meeting and greeting. Probably have some swag to give away too. And we are looking at mostly cloudy skies in the morning with temperatures in the 70s. Maybe some drizzle, a better chance of rain, especially later in the afternoon with the cold front. Maybe some heavier rain and temperatures near 80 degrees. Looking forward to seeing everybody out there. Right now, visibility-wise, we have low clouds, a little bit of fog. Visibility now 9 miles in Salisbury. It was about 2.5 about an hour ago, so there is some patchy fog out there. Watch out for that. Our 5-day temperature trend, upper 70s today and tomorrow, still below the average of 82. We're at 73 on Sunday, Monday 78, and then by Tuesday up to 83 degrees. Here is our muggy meter, and we've been so comfortable all week long. Well, now it's getting a little muggier out there. That'll be the case today into your Saturday as well, but it's short-lived because we have a cold front moving through, and that will drop the humidity levels and keep us in the comfortable range for the weekend into a good chunk of next week as well. Out the door this morning, a little misty. Probably don't need the umbrella for the drizzle. 68 in Lewis, 67 in Georgetown, Salisbury 65, and Seaford at 64. Still have a wind coming off the ocean, more north-northeast right now, a little gustier along the coast and not as strong for inland areas. Tough to see on the satellite picture, but we do have low clouds and some of that sprinkle and drizzle activity out there as there is a storm way offshore, but some of that moisture is drifting in from that. Otherwise, it's high pressure, still keeping our weather relatively fair. And then there's a cold front across the Ohio Valley, a little bit of moisture with that. That will be heading our way later tomorrow, and that will increase our chances for showers and maybe a couple of thunderstorms. Let's walk you through it on Futurecast this morning. Lots of clouds, a little dreary, some patchy drizzle, some very light rain. Otherwise, we'll see some peaks of sun as well into the afternoon with highs into the upper 70s, well inland, lower 70s at the beaches. For your Friday evening football games, I think we're in good shape. 60s and 70s, pretty comfortable out there, and more clouds into your Saturday. Some drizzle possible in the morning hours, and then as we head into the afternoon, afternoon with that cold front moving in. Some showers, maybe some brief heavy rain with that front, and then the winds turn to the northwest, and I'm hearing bells. And then we'll see temperatures falling through the 50s into the upper 40s by Sunday morning. And then by Sunday afternoon, blustery and much cooler with temperatures into the low 70s. We're looking at that beautiful weather continuing from Monday right through the middle part of next week. So a pretty quiet weather pattern. Paul Davis 7-day forecast looking at 78 today. Some showers on Saturday, especially into the evening hours, 79. Sunday, 73. And then we're looking at 50 to start the day on Monday. Pretty chilly, then upper 70s Monday, then in the 80s Tuesday through Thursday with sunshine.
Three Democratic candidates vying for an open House seat. But it's not just any seat. It's the seat held by arguably the most influential Democrat in Sussex County, former Speaker of the House, Pete Schwarzkopf. CoastTV News anchor Matt Pensick shows us who is endorsing who and some of the tension that's involved.
The sun sizzling on Rehoboth Beach, and it is the Democratic primary race in this area, District 14, that has been bringing some heat heading into the home stretch. The candidates, a progressive activist, a longtime congressional aide in Washington, and a former statewide office holder ousted after being found guilty of conflict of interest during her time as state auditor. Yet Kathy McGinnis is the one that has the endorsement of the man who currently holds that seat, Pete Schwarzkopf.
He has been our champion for 22 years, holding that seat. And I believe that his endorsement carries so much weight and so much value.
He has a friendship and political connections to Kathy McGinnis, which is fine. I understand how that works.
They're old friends. Nobody was surprised about that.
There was a back and forth between Snyder Hall and Schwarzkopf over endorsements.
We have not a very harmonious relationship, let's put it that way.
In August, Schwarzkopf issued this statement: "I do not support Claire Snyder Hall in this primary election. Truth is that she and I are not friends at all," which was countered by Snyder Hall. In her statement, she said, "I have never, ever said that Pete Schwarzkopf endorsed me, nor have I purposely implied that he endorsed me." In spite of the disagreement on the backing of the former Speaker of the House, all three are Democrats, and there are areas where they have common ground.
Access to health care is one of the big issues that I get, particularly as we have an aging demographic here. Folks are worried, where do I have to go to see a specialist? Do I have to drive to Wilmington or Philadelphia all the time? Can we get more specialists here?
We have a healthcare crisis here in Sussex County. Folks are choosing between medicine and food. Folks can't get providers. We need a talent retainer here.
We have to protect reproductive rights for women. We have to strengthen, get more healthcare providers, and also provide more resources for the public schools.
Similar goals, different approaches, and with an open seat at stake, House District 14 is one to watch for Tuesday's primary. I'm Matt Pensick, CoastTV News.
As early voting wraps up in Delaware on September 8th, more information about the House District 14 race can be found on CoastTVnews.com. For more details about all candidates and where they stand on key issues, visit CoastTV.com/decision2024. And up next on Coast TV News today, Making Milton Catchy. We'll tell you what one local thinks about Milton's tagline project and the 2 ideas officials are currently considering. Don't go anywhere.
Everyone knows kids are messy, especially in the summertime. Back to school. Your home isn't clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Welcome to Farmhouse Pet Lodge, your pet's home away from home. Our state-of-the-art secure lodge offers exceptional care for dogs, cats, and other pets. For daycare or boarding with private suites, custom food prep, UV air filtration, centralized disinfection, and 24/7 care. Your pet will be safe, healthy, and happy. Book now and get 10% off your first stay. Ask about our grooming services and tailored training programs. Give your furry friends an amenity-filled vacation at our family-owned, conveniently located Farmhouse Pet Lodge.
18 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. With equipment for every workout, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. Join today for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime.
Hurry! Deal ends September 12th. Join now, online or at your local PF Club.
On Coast Life, get a sneak peek at the RV show coming this fall. Perfect for adventure lovers. Then, it's Fitness Friday with fresh workout ideas to keep you moving. And don't miss our adorable Pet of the Week. Today at 4 on Coast TV.
Certain towns and cities on Delmarva are known for their unique slogans, like Lewis's First Town, First State. And Milton is the latest place hoping to adopt a tagline of its own. Officials hope this will help create a more appealing image of the community and draw visitors to the town. The town is currently trying to decide between the phrase walkable, livable, unforgettable, or charming, welcoming, thriving.
What that slogan kind of shows is that Milton has that environment, is that warm presence, and I like that more. Not that Milton isn't walkable, livable, and unforgettable, but it's walkable, livable, and unforgettable because it's charming and it's welcoming and it's thriving.
The town says the decision between the two phrases will be discussed and possibly voted on at the Milton Town Council meeting on September 9th. And it is now 6:27, and we're going to bring in our first alert meteorologist, Bob Trahey. Now, Bob, technically summer doesn't end until September 22nd, even though we're ready for fall. I'm just kidding. So some people still want to go to the beach.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, what is that going to look like for this weekend, maybe?
For the weekend, I think, Saturday some showers, Sunday is looking better. But Elisa, a lot of locals take advantage of the beaches now with a lot of the tourists back to school and back to work. Assateague and Chincoteague, kind of cloudy, a little misty today with highs into the 70s for you. If you are venturing into the water, watch out. Rip current threat is still high, and the seas are high too, around 3 to 5 feet. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, you're topping out in the 70s. A little misty there. A little drier in Cambridge today, but a better chance of showers with the front Saturday. Sunday is gorgeous in 73. At Crisfield, similar conditions to you. I think we could see some showers on Saturday, then Sunday much better. I'll have more on your weekend forecast coming up in the next half hour.
And after the break on Coast TV News today, we have an update on that tragic shooting that killed 4 people in Georgia. We'll tell you who, besides the shooter, police say is also facing charges. An Ocean City museum opens. We'll tell you what's on display at the new Museum of Ocean City that's set for a ribbon cutting today. And letter carriers are getting loud. We'll tell you how these mail delivery people came together to raise awareness for safety in Sussex County. Coast TV News today. We'll be right back.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store, where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store, located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
Hi, I'm Glenn Mandalis.
And I'm Chase Brockstead.
Doing things the right way and exceeding our clients' expectations have always been the cornerstones of our practice.
Case by case, one client at a time, we stayed committed to our goals and methodically built our team. We handle cases big and small, and we are proud to say that we have recovered more than $1 billion for our clients.
With the right lawyers, justice isn't a promise, it's a guarantee. Here's Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
RightLawyersRightNow.com.
Avery Hall has exceeded my expectations, not only as a client, but more so probably like the care that they take. I'm in the real estate profession, and so we're always looking for industry partners to kind of continue on the kind of care and service that we provide on the real estate side. And we found that Avery Hall was just a phenomenal fit. There's obviously a continuity of service that we can expect from them. I just always feel as though I'm being taken care of. And our clients have had such a great experience with Avery Hall that there's nobody else that we really recommend.
Beachy Furniture.
I think it's pronounced Beach.
Maybe it's Besh.
Welcome to Beachy Furniture.
So that's how you say it.
No matter how you say it, if you're in the market for new furniture, just remember, it better be Beachy. From bedding, dining, and comfortable seating indoors and out, to traditional and contemporary styles for every room in your home, you'll have everyone talking when you hear the name.
It's not pronounced Bichet.
Beachy Furniture, located next to the Mermaid a few miles from the Delaware beaches on US Route 9.
Now on CoastTV News.
We're seeing milder conditions this morning. There is some patchy drizzle out there. Watch out for that. That trend continues the rest of your Friday. More showers Saturday with a cold front, then much nicer on Sunday. More on that coming up.
Letter carriers rallying for change while workers in Georgetown say the job has become more dangerous. And honoring the 23rd anniversary of the September 11th attacks, how Ocean City will honor those who tragically died. And remembering fallen first responder Thomas Berry III. A look at the race held in honor of the local hero.
This is CoastTV News Today.
Good morning, I'm Elisa Weber, and thank you for being up with us during our 6 o'clock hour. We're now going to bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahey. And now, Bob, when I woke up and saw that it's September 6th already, I was pretty shocked by that. I mean, I just feel like the summer flu. I can't believe it's September already. What about you?
Exactly, Elisa. You know, it felt like it was just the 4th of July yesterday, and the summer just flew by. And here we are. Football has started. We're beyond Labor Day. It's starting to cool off. We've already had some cooler weather. So, yeah, the time just flies by, especially the older you get. Our visibility is 5 miles in Salisbury. We've got some low clouds. Watch out for that. And a little bit of drizzle. Visibility better in Georgetown and Ocean City right now. And temperatures pretty much in the mid to upper 60s. A bit of an onshore wind continues. A little gustier at the beaches. And we are dealing with those low clouds. Watch out around the school buses this morning. A little bit of drizzle, maybe some limited visibility, but nothing in the way of steady rain as we have a system well offshore, and that's pushing some low clouds our way. So a little misty out there, especially along the coast today. We'll break into some sunshine as we go through the day. Upper 70s, inland areas, lower 70s at the coast. That's where your better chances of some drizzle are. And today's checklist, bring the raincoat just in case, but I don't think it's umbrella worthy. Windbreaker, definitely a must along the beaches. Don't need the rain boots, but actually you do need the sunscreen and sunglasses because we will see a little bit of that sunshine later on.
Thank you, Bob, and bringing awareness to a growing issue in Georgetown. People coming together with a call for action to protect letter carriers. Members of the National Association for Letter Carriers gathered for a rally at the Georgetown Circle. The rally was to bring awareness to these letter carriers being threatened and even harmed while on the job. Organizers say this had not been an issue until recently. And CoastTV News reporter Brendan Conroy tells us the problem is making it difficult for these carriers to complete their daily routes.
Enough is enough was shouted in unison at the rally.
It's enough! Enough is enough!
As supporters are upset with the way some letter carriers have been treated. Eddie Lambden is a carrier who has seen the impact these incidents can have. He says it makes it difficult for them to continue showing up to work.
Well, I mean, it's like in any job, when you leave to go to work, you hope that at the end of the day you're going to come home. And some carriers do come home, but maimed or hurt because of this. And so we just hope to come home every day in the shape that we went to work with.
In the last 2 years, the National Association of Letter Carriers says there have been 9 robberies across the state, including Dover, Seaford, Rehoboth, and Georgetown. Association President Sean Colleran spoke at the rally today.
At the end of the day, we all just want to go home.
Colleran says those affected or harmed face a daily struggle.
We're seeing post-traumatic stress disorders. We're seeing claims for mental disorders because you're asking these carriers that were attacked to go right back to the neighborhoods they were attacked in and deliver that mail the very next day.
After the speeches, supporters surrounded the circle and held up signs. Horns were honked as those driving by gave their support. Tammy Walls came to the rally because she is concerned for the well-being of those carrying our mail.
I've heard of some real dangerous situations where people have weapons and they're being threatened. And so that's just not right. And something should be done about it before they're hurt.
Over 50 people gathered here at the Circle in Georgetown today in support of protecting our letter carriers. They sported these blue and red shirts. They're hoping for a big change in the near future. In Georgetown, Brendan Conroy, Coast TV News.
Happening today, the anticipated Museum of Ocean City will host a ribbon cutting. The building was once a bank and is now a two-story museum with exhibits on the first floor and a research library on the second. The exhibits will include information about the history of downtown OC and how the restaurants and hotels impacted coastal life in the town. According to the museum, only one exhibit will be available to visitors now, and people will have to wait until January 2025 for the full experience. The ribbon cutting will take place at noon, and you can find more on CoastTV.com. And also happening today, Ocean City will commemorate the 23rd anniversary of the 9/11 terror attacks. Here's a video of crews setting up the two twin remembrance beams of light. The official lighting ceremony will begin at 8 p.m. and the beams will shine until September 12th. Some visitors saw the beams being tested over the weekend. The ceremony will be held at the Firefighters Memorial on the OC Boardwalk. Delaware Treasurer Colleen Davis has announced the distribution of this year's Aspire 529 awards. If you didn't know, Aspire 529 is a program for youth in or aging out of the foster care system to help them pay for expenses related to higher education. One of this year's recipients is from Sussex County, and the money will be used for expenses including transportation to school, supplies, housing, and child care. The investigation into the shooting that killed 4 people and injured 9 others at Appalachia High School in Georgia continues. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation confirmed that Colt Gray, the 14-year-old suspect in the shooting, has been charged with 4 counts of felony murder. The suspect school shooter's father, 54-year-old Colin Gray, has now also been charged with 14 counts, including second-degree murder and involuntary manslaughter. Authorities say the charges against the father are directly connected with the actions of his son. We have a lot more news to get to, so don't go anywhere. Coming up, Delaware's vocational tech schools in all 3 counties are set to team up today. We'll tell you how a new agreement will allow for cross-district programs. And a season opener in volleyball came down to the wire in Laurel. We'll show you who won a thriller between the Delmarva Wildcats and the Laurel Bulldogs. And this car was found sitting on its side Thursday morning. We'll tell you what the Salisbury Fire Department is saying about the crash. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
Home fires are devastating, so confirm right now that your insurance policy will cover today's increased construction costs. Also, do a video walkthrough of your home and belongings. If a fire does occur, your first call should be a locally owned restoration company like Riptide Restoration to secure your property from theft and weather and start working to make your life whole again. Finally, call your insurance company and let them know who you've chosen to work with.
For more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Draper Media presents the Shore Living Expo, celebrating health, wealth, and home. Saturday, September 7th from 10 to 4 at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. Sponsored by Spicer Brothers and Pohanka. Great demonstrations and interviews with Delmarva Life's Lisa and Jimmy on the expo stage, along with prizes and fun. Plus, meet your favorite Draper Media TV and radio talent. From crafts to home services, boats, cars, and RVs. This is a free event you don't want to miss. Go to WBOCevents.com. See you at the Shore Living Expo.
Delaware needs campaign finance reform like HB 292. So why is Bethany Hall Long silent? Maybe because she broke the law. An investigation by a former FBI chief confirms Hall Long paid herself nearly $300,000 from her campaign, then falsified records and lied about doing an audit. Tell Bethany Hall Long to support campaign finance reform bill HB 292. Paid for by Change Can't Wait PAC. Learn more about Change Can't Wait PAC at elections.delaware.gov.
A happy place comes in many colors. One that leaves you feeling refreshed.
Thank you very much, honey.
Something that gets you all fired up. Or gives you the space to chill. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro Painters and make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy.
Feels like home.
Just about 6:40 on our Friday morning. Sun's up. Tough to tell on our tunnel and razor cam. Looking a little gloomy out there to be boating. Lots of clouds, a little bit of drizzle too. Temperatures in the upper 60s closer to the beaches and mid to upper 60s inland. There is a bit of a breeze along the coast, so it's not going to be the best beach day as we have a lot of low clouds, a little bit of patchy drizzle. Nothing in the way of steady rain, but you definitely have the raincoat, something that's water repellent, and even on the golf course, make sure you have one of those big umbrellas as well, just in case you get some drizzle or light rain. Otherwise, we'll see more clouds than sun and 78 degrees. Remember, another way to get your forecast is the Coast TV First Alert weather phone. Call 443-880-9100. It's sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Hey Bob, and a traffic update for drivers in Seaford. There's an upcoming road closure to have on your radar. Pepper Road between Concord Road and Baker Mill Road will be closed due to the installation of a crossroad pipe. Now you have some time to prepare. This will begin Friday, September 13th to Friday, September 20th, weather permitting. Maryland State Police will continue to investigate what led to this car on its side. According to officials, this happened Thursday morning along the Salisbury bypass. The Salisbury Fire Department says it happened south of the Colburn Mill Road intersection. The 2024 NFL season is here, and the Eagles are going international, playing the Green Bay Packers tonight in Brazil. The game is scheduled for 8:15 p.m. So here's some news about the broadcast. Fans should note that this game will be exclusively on the streaming service Peacock. It will not be on regular TV. And again, this is an NFL and NBC decision. CoastTV had nothing to do with putting this game on the Peacock app. And Sunday Night Football is on CoastTV, and this week it's the Detroit Lions versus the Los Angeles Rams. You can watch that game right here on CoastTV at 7 p.m. And Baltimore Ravens fans are not waking up winners today. The 2024 season with the Ravens began with them playing the team that ended their 2023 campaign, the Kansas City Chiefs. One step short of the Super Bowl in 2023, the Ravens won 13 games, and Lamar Jackson took home the MVP of the league for the second time in his career. Unfortunately, the Ravens were so close, but so far away again last night. The Chiefs defeated Baltimore's team 27-20.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Volleyball courts in Laurel, Delaware were in full use last night. It was the season opener for Laurel and the second game for Delmar, and it was a classic. Laurel hosting Delmar. When these teams matched up last year, Delmar won in 5 sets, and this one would be just as exciting. In the opening set, Leah Dubinsky for the Wildcats opens up the game with an ace to give Delmar the early advantage. But later in the set for Laurel, Dwight Quai says, anything you can do, I can do better. Rips an ace of her own to cut into the deficit and keep the first set tight. With the set winding down, Savelle Campbell flips this one over her head into empty space. She helped put Delmar ahead 2-0 in full control. But in the third, here come the Bulldogs. Ashlyn Ullman wins the battle at the net to guide Laurel to the set victory, making it 2-1 Delmar. Then in the fourth set, Ullman on the case again, gets it back and rips it down for the kill. Laurel ties it at 2 sets apiece. Then in the fifth set, everything on the line. Ullman ends it with an ace and completes the comeback. Laurel wins its season opener, 3-2. It's the first time in at least 4 years that the Bulldogs have won their season opener. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day, everyone.
And coming up today on DSN at 5 p.m., you can watch Down and Distance. Then at 5:30, it's Scoops and Scores football pregame, all in preparation for the game of the night. At 6 p.m., you can watch Cambridge South Dorchester face off against North Carolina football. And after at 10:30, it's Nittany Game Week. And finally at 11 p.m., it's the final score. And on DSN Plus, the game of the night that we just mentioned, Cambridge South Dorchester, to face off against North Carolina football. Then some DSN Plus exclusive football games. Also at 6 p.m., you can watch Polytech versus James M. Bennett. And at 7 p.m., you can watch Middletown play Sussex Tech. And at 7 p.m., you can watch Cesar Rodney play Lake Forest. And today in entertainment news, a reality show honoring those who help others. David Daniel has that and more in today's Hollywood Minute.
I find unsung heroes doing amazing work in their communities and neighborhoods. It's time for them to shine.
Celebrations with Lacey Chabert shows the actress and philanthropist throwing epic surprise parties for people making a positive impact. Chabert says every episode made her cry.
I don't think I quite understood the impact it would have on me standing there, meeting them for the first time, meeting these heroes, seeing their hearts and how beautiful, their hearts are, and seeing the joy on their faces when they walk into these surprise parties and they look around and they see their friends and family who have come there to celebrate them. Every time it was a beautiful moment.
Celebrations with Lacey Chabert debuts Tuesday on the newly relaunched streaming service Hallmark Plus.
I'm your nifty, odd-jobbing robot.
Meet Norbot, the latest companion of stop-motion animation favorites Wallace and Gromit. The smart gnome plays a key role in their next adventure, Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul, which premieres next month at AFI Fest in Los Angeles and streams on Netflix in December. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Coming up tomorrow, the Shore Living Expo. The event celebrates health, wealth, and home on Delmarva. And the event takes place Saturday, September 7th at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
And Elisa and myself will be there tomorrow. Looking forward to meeting everybody. We're looking at hazy conditions on the beaches this morning. Some folks out there maybe getting drizzled on a little bit. We are looking at some drizzle today, some showers Saturday, a much better Sunday. Your forecast details in 2 minutes.
Take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. Download free today.
Are you looking to transform your mobile home? Choosing a company that doesn't know the difference between a manufactured and a stick-built home can lead to major repairs in the future. At Delaware Mobile Home Repair, we work exclusively with manufactured homes. So whether you need your bathroom remodeled, new roofing, siding, or any other restoration or renovation on your mobile home, the team at Delaware Mobile Home Repair will get the job done right. Visit our website today and start your free estimate with Delaware Mobile Home Repair.
Your child deserves the best. When your child is sick, every moment counts. And the team at Tidal Health Pediatrics understands the urgency of such situations. Whether it's a sudden fever, a troubling cough, or another pediatric ailment, your child will be seen when they need it most. Schedule your child's appointment now at tidalhealth.org/findapediatrician or call 410-912-5785 because your child's health is our top priority. Tidal Health Pediatrics, compassionate care when you need it most.
Minor surges happen every day in your home, shortening the lifespan of electronics and appliances. Major surges can destroy them instantly. Smart homeowners protect against surges. Like a seatbelt, you're glad you have protection when the need arises. A surge protection system from Expert Wire safeguards everything from kitchen appliances, TVs, to your home's heating and air conditioning system. Expert Wire ensures professional installation for complete peace of mind. Leave the wiring to the experts and make it a powerful day.
877-CALL-FIR, FHFIR.com.
Foul odors, discolored water. Are you running out of hot water more quickly? These are all signs of sediment buildup in your water heater. And as the buildup becomes more severe, it can even cause a premature tank failure. Flushing the tank periodically can prevent these problems. FHFIR has you covered. Get a water heater flush for $49. That's right, a complete water heater flush for only $49. Act now and get a plumbing inspection free.
877-CALL-FIR, FHFIR.com.
The time is now at 6:48, and we're going to take a live look into Lewis at the Lewis Bridge. And as we can see, that sun has come up. It is a little gloomy there, though, Bob. And I mean, next Friday is Friday the 13th. Not today, but it is a little gloomy out there. But we were talking, Bob, and the weather this weekend looks perfect to sit and watch some football.
Yes, we can do that. It is fall almost officially, Elisa, and we've got the clouds. And I forgot, next Friday is Friday the 13th. How spooky is that? It does look a little spooky out there right now. And fast forwarding to this evening, we've got Friday Night Lights, all the football games. And I think the weather will cooperate, looking at decent weather at kickoff, 74 degrees. Some clouds, maybe a little bit of mist closer to the coast, 69 at halftime. So maybe a windbreaker, but pretty comfortable weather. Now, visibility-wise, we have had lower visibility around Salisbury, around 5 miles for you, 10 miles in Ocean City and Georgetown. So be careful around the school buses. When you see the fog and that stop sign come out, make sure you stop. Our 5-day temperature trend, upper 70s today and tomorrow with a little more humidity. Then we'll see a cold front come through and it cools down drastically on Sunday, and the humidity levels drop too. 73 there, gorgeous on Monday, 78, and then we're back into the 80s, actually above average as we go into next week. So we're dealing with the muggies a little bit, muggy to humid the next couple of days. And then that cold front comes through later Saturday, and it drops us back into the comfortable range right as we go into the middle part of next week. Looking fantastic once again. Temperatures out the door, 60s to close to 70. Right along the coast, a little cooler inland into the mid to upper 60s, light winds inland, and a little bit of a breeze along the coast. And we have some of that patchy drizzle, maybe light rain, especially along the coast. There is some moisture offshore. There's a bigger storm out here that's not going to be affecting us directly, but some of the moisture from that is pushing in. Otherwise, we still have high pressure in place, and there is a cold front farther back to our west. That's the front that moves in as we go into tomorrow, not especially strong. Here's Futurecast, 8 a.m. We still have the low clouds, a little bit of drizzle and light rain, especially from 113 and points east. That's where it's going to be probably the wettest. Then I think we get into some sunshine this afternoon, mid to upper 70s away from the coast, lower 70s at the beaches. And then as we go through the overnight, increasing clouds, maybe a little bit of drizzle or light rain tomorrow morning. And then we're looking at mostly cloudy skies. And then that front starts to head our way later in the day. Not a lot of energy with it, maybe some rumbles of thunder, maybe some brief heavy rain. And then we see the winds shifting to the northwest. Look how chilly it gets as we go into Sunday morning. By morning, some of us inland areas upper 40s. Otherwise, the rest of us 50s. It'll be breezy and chilly. Lots of sunshine on Sunday, but we're only topping out in the low to mid 70s. And the good news is that nice weather sticks around right through the middle part of next week. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, upper 70s today and tomorrow with those showers, especially with that front, then dries out Sunday. A chilly start Monday down to 50 and then 70s, eventually 80s next week with nice weather.
Bob, and happening today, Delaware's 3 countywide VOTECs are set to sign an articulation agreement. That includes Sussex Tech, Polytech, and Newcastle County Tech. Officials say the agreement will allow for cross-district programs and apprenticeship options for the students. And kids from Bethany Beach's very own Sea Colony Tennis stepped on the world-famous USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center court in New York City last Wednesday and played in front of gathered crowds. You can see pictures here of the Sea Colony tennis kids on the court at the U.S. Open. They got to play on court in between U.S. Open matches and were able to conduct the initial coin toss. And happening tomorrow, the 46th annual Bethany Beach Boardwalk Arts Festival will be held September 7th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. with a rain date of September 8th. The one-day show features jewelry, glass pottery, and so much more. Be sure to look online at parking options beforehand. And join Dover Motor Speedway this weekend and throughout September at the Monster Mile. September 7th and 8th will be Jeepers Back the Blue Foundation event, which includes track rides around the Monster Mile NASCAR track. There will be law enforcement demos and displays, food trucks, vendors, and non-Jeep raffles. It is encouraged to purchase tickets online before the event. And the time is now 6:52, and it's time to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day. And today's Coastal Pet of the Day is coming to us from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. And on your screen right now is Boomer. Boomer is a tank full of love, and he's ready to give his forever family some love. Boomer has a lot of power and loves to run, and you can adopt Boomer and any other lovable pets by visiting Brandywine Valley SPCA. Look at that smile. And we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva, so send us photos and tell us what makes them so special. You can take a look at your screen and scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friends to CoastTV News. Then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all of the pets we feature.
Boomer's a cute puppy. Give that boy a treat. We're looking at, well, great conditions out there in our tunnel and razor cam. Maybe some mist at the beaches today. And then we're looking at some showers Saturday, a much better day on Sunday, and even nicer weather into next week. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
In Delaware, a family earning $67,000 a year pays the same tax rate as one making $67 million. I'm Matt Meyer, and you don't have to be a former math teacher to know that's an outrage. As governor, I'll make the super wealthy pay more in taxes so working people can pay less. By making state taxes more fair, we'll help more families get ahead. It's not just smart math, it's the right thing to do.
Democrat Matt Meyer for governor.
The American Heart Association invites you to join the Southern Delaware Heart Walk. It's time to unite, take action, and save lives. Every walker who joins, every dollar donated means more people trained in life-saving CPR, more research, and more life-saving moments for everyone.
Join us at the Southern Delaware Heart Walk on November 3rd at the Rehoboth Beach Bandstand. Let's walk together to save lives. Register today at heart.org/SouthernDEWalk. Sponsored by CoastTV.
Over 50 years ago, JD Asphalt was built on a strong foundation of family values.
So when you call us, you'll speak to a member of our family, like me, where I'll talk you through our entire process, answering any questions you have along the way, and delivering prompt free estimates no matter the size of the job. Call now and ask about our 0% financing options, or visit our website for special discounts. JD Asphalt, a trusted family company for over 50 years.
How many bottles of water do you drink every day? Wish you could get an endless supply of bottle-quality water right at your sink? You can with Shore Water Refining. For about $2 a day, you'll never need to buy another bottle of water. Our reverse osmosis system will take up less room than one case and save you time and money. And as a bonus, we'll install an emergency shutoff valve under your sink to protect you while you're away. Absolutely free. Call or visit us online at shorewaterde.com today to get started.
I've been thinking about renovating my garage floor. And suddenly, I'm seeing signs everywhere. The universe keeps hinting, even at my local gas company. Pinnacle Concrete is everywhere. And again, multiple signs at the print store. The signs are too strong to ignore. It's time to call. With so many options, my dream is taking shape. And now, I'm not just seeing signs, I'm living proof. Pinnacle Concrete Coatings, because quality matters.
It's time to pack your car with canned and non-canned perishable foods and make their way to your local food bank, because Friday is National Food Bank Day, and the goal is to raise awareness about hunger and encourage people to make a commitment to help fight hunger. And helping and donating to your local food bank can help people struggling to put food on the table. And it is now 6:56 a.m. and we're going to take a quick look at our forecast before you head out the door. Bob, people want to know, what's the weekend looking like?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it, Elise? I think it's 50-50. Tomorrow we're looking at a few showers. Definitely a good idea to head to the Shore Living Expo. Good excuse to stay inside, and then more sunshine on your Sunday. But we've got the clouds today, a little misty, especially along the coast. But some of us will see sun as well. Mid to upper 70s inland, cooler at the beaches. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Saturday, some showers, especially in the afternoon with a cold front, 79. And then it gets chilly as we go into Sunday morning, 51 degrees. And then Sunday, we're looking at sunshine, 73. Another chilly start on your Monday, 50 degrees. But then next week, lots of sunshine, upper 70s Monday, 80s Tuesday through Thursday, and it looks like that nice weather lasts into next week.
Thank you, Bob, and thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News today. The Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m., and then we'll be back for Coast TV News midday at 11 a.m., so stick with us. And for more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and Weather apps. Have a great morning.